Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be finishing Samurai Champloo with these last 3 episodes. Last video, I was going to watch episode 24 along with the other 2 I watched, the zombie episode and the baseball episode, but I decided not to because then these 3 should probably all be watched together. And the last 2 were just perfect. They're perfect to go together because they're just both weird episodes that I still enjoyed, but they're just perfect to upload by itself and finally finish the season with these last 3 episodes. So I started episode 24 last video. I mean, I didn't include it in the other video, but I started it because I intended to watch it, and I stopped at the title. So I'm going to continue from the title here, but I'm going to include what I seen from last video in this video. Maybe, maybe not. I don't even remember exactly if I said much, but if I did, I'll include that before I start and continue this. So that'll be like right after this, and then, you know, after so long, I'm finally finishing it. I could finally give it my overall rating out of 10. And put it behind me and start anew whenever I feel like or want to start anew. So now I just want to really continue the episode. So now without further ado, let's continue. Some days, some nights, some live, some die in the way of a samurai. I wonder what this episode will be about.
I've been told that Sarah was killed.
Really?
Hmm?
Sarah?
If they're good enough to kill someone of her caliber, then perhaps the time has finally come for me to draw my own.
This is good. This is good. Okay, let me go back. I won't show it. I'm gonna go back because they're talking about Sarah, which means okay.
I only know a little bit, but I've heard that the felon from the Ryukyus and that the Ronin who betrayed the
Mugen and Jin,
are both incredibly gifted swordsmen, and they should not be treated lightly.
If they're good enough to kill someone of her caliber, then perhaps the time has finally come for me to draw.
I don't think they weren't able to kill her. She just.
This one I'll do personally.
The man is a master swordsman.
He is?
I don't think it's possible that there's anyone in this world who is more capable of killing them.
Okay. Part 1. Oy.
Hey, how much longer till we get to Nagasaki?
Well, actually, we've passed Nagasaki.
I'm actually not prepared to finish
According
this.
to the map, Ikitsuki Island is just north of Nagasaki.
It almost doesn't seem real. There were times when I thought we'd never get here. But we actually did.
Rage food?
Not done.
Everything just seems so serious.
Doesn't it seem strange?
After the last 2 episodes?
Well, the fact that we've been traveling together this whole time, but we don't really know anything about each other. Why don't we go around and tell one thing that we've each kept secret about our past?
She's sentimental. She's what kind of mental? It's a female emotion.
Sorry,
She's making
sister,
me
I don't
like,
really got any
because
secrets.
the journey's ending for her, she's sad. It's ending for me too. I'm not
Did you hear me?
really prepared to see the ending or like finish.
Sorry, sister, I don't really got any secrets. But if you must know, I've been up to no good my entire life.
I had been traveling for quite some time. My parents both passed away when I was still young. I did nothing but train in Kenjutsu day in and day out from that point on. I got used to being alone. And soon, none of the other children
Oh,
were any
doesn't
match
have the
for me.
glasses. Why did he put glasses on
Instead,
anyways?
They were jealous and afraid, and they did their best to reject me.
Like that
Your eyes
one kid that
see
kid wanted to be him. He's jealous.
no one
I wonder
other
why
than
he
you.
killed him.
Eventually, I was forced to bear the shame of killing my master, and was driven from the dojo.
But why? Let me hear that conversation again. He had more to tell. But now she should have a lot
Your
to
turn
tell as
now.
well.
My mother and I had lived by ourselves for as far back as I can remember. I grew up believing that
This is crazy. All of the information I crave is just they're being thrown at me.
I grew up believing that my father had died when I was very young. But while my mother was sick and dying, she told me the truth. And while my mother seemed completely at peace with him, I wasn't. And I
She just
wasn't
hates him
ready
for
to
not being around. Her mother died. Now he was not around. She doesn't know him.
I swore I'd find him and slug him good for my mom. But for whatever reason, I could never work up the courage to actually start the journey. Then I met you two at the tea house. And that's when it hit me. I had this feeling that if I were to join up with you two, I might just be able to pull it off. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for sticking with me.
How much times William wanted to leave? Oh. How much times they ran away? She's crying?
Is there something wrong?
No. It's alright. I'm fine.
Tell me.
Huh?
After you find the Sunflower Samurai,
What are you gonna do?
what do you intend to do?
Well, that's a good question. I should probably think about that.
She has a.
Perhaps I should.
You know, I don't really...
Perhaps you should.
That's a good question.
This guy needs to start finishing his
I should
sentences.
probably... You know, I don't really want to think about stuff like that right now. If you did, then that jerk Mugen would... I'm sorry. Forgive me.
I want to kill him. I want to kill him so bad!
Settle down. Just wait a
Wait,
little.
they have some type of mutant thing smelling for them? This is where they slept?
You there. Have you any idea who might have set this campfire yesterday?
I got no clue. We don't like outsiders around here. Get lost.
Hey, you just pretend like you never saw us, all right? Perhaps I should help, just in case he forgets.
Oh. He barely looked at you guys. That was uncalled for. Oh shoot.
Wow, look at that!
At least they're still getting hungry in these last episodes.
Don't answer me with the grumblies.
First thing we're doing is getting food.
Here you go. One order of shabu shabu.
Whoa, check it out. Is that beef? We take turns. Meat, vegetables, like that, so no one feels they're being slighted. Will you guys wait? Don't start eating without me. You've got to follow the... Jean, all you're eating is the meat, too.
Delicious.
Every damn rules.
Oh,
Early bird gets the
my
worm.
nose is kind of like
Food
so.
was wonderful.
I forgot to buy some souvenirs.
Huh?
Souvenirs?
Some castella cakes. Would you guys go get some for me, please? Thanks. I'll take care of handling the boat there while you're gone.
Boat fare,
Keeps
you
getting
gave them the
weird.
money?
Here.
Is she gonna leave? Does she not want to have like a goodbye?
Right there.
Who are these guys and why are they looking?
You had a criminal from the Ryukyus who goes by the name of Mugen pass
As
through.
soon as she
here,
said
didn't you?
that, I
Who
knew.
are you?
I'm
If
learning.
you're trying to hide him, I don't really care.
Hold on a minute, please. Please stop. Some guy came through here earlier with a strange sword, and he said he was going to Akitsuki Island.
Damn.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
forget
like
you ever saw
those.
us come in here, all right?
Can't.
It's not.
Forget you ever saw us come in here.
No.
all right? Don't tell a soul.
Okay, since he's anti, he ain't
I
dying.
understand.
But I mean, like,
I won't tell anyone.
they almost try to kill him. Who wouldn't give up a stranger's location? It's not like he's, you know. Wait, what is he doing?
Now that's not nice. We told you shouldn't go telling anyone, now didn't we?
And she's leaving without them.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Is it because? Oh, the guy. This guy's dangerous.
Something wrong.
No, But is your name Seizo Kasumi by chance?
It's from Fu.
It's been too hard to say goodbye, so I'm going the rest of the way alone.
Huh?
I wasn't sure if I'd be able to make it on my own once this journey was over.
They're stuck on this.
So I started giving
Not
it a lot of
stuck,
thought.
but they're just there with that gremlin thing that's trying to find
And I
Mugen.
decided that I needed to make this last leg
And
of
the
trip
guy,
alone.
she just left.
Just one last thing. I know you said you'd put off your duel until our journey was over, but I really don't want you two to kill each other. The souvenir Castella cakes are a farewell gift from me. Take some time, eat the cakes, and try to reconsider the duel. Goodbye. I hope we meet again someday.
That's Keisuke Island?
Excuse me, I'm looking for someone. Maybe you've heard of him. His name is Seizo Kasumi? No.
Get out, and don't ever speak that name around here again.
Speak that name specifically? Listen, girl, one person tells you not to speak, not to do this, not to come around here. Why you go in every house, every other place though? She can't even look her in the eye.
On the North Cape, there's a house alone by itself. Go there and look for him. You should go quickly. There's not much time.
I need to be vigilant with these episodes. I don't think I missed anything yet, but
Thank you.
she said her up for failure.
Only hope can give rise to the emotion we call despair.
Only hope can give
Only hope can give
rise to the emotion we call despair.
What the hell do you want?
They really savor those
Despair
cakes.
is his companion.
But anyways,
What the hell do you want?
If you're looking for Kasumi's daughter, she's crossed over to the island.
Huh? Do you...
you... Okay. Vigilant.
Kasumi's
Wait a
daughter,
minute. Huh? How am I almost done this episode? Okay, vigilant.
she's crossed
And
over.
how did you know that was his daughter? I mean, who else? Which other young girl we look for? Alright.
What the hell do you want? You know Seizo Kazumi?
I know he's a felon who abandoned his country and had his soul stolen by that foreign religion.
Whoa.
I've heard that he fled here to Kyushu and that he was involved in the Shimabara rebellion. I also know he's the man who the shogunate wants eliminated more than anyone else. They've known all along that his daughter was trying to find him. In fact, it's helped them. They've let her run free this whole time, so they're able to discover Kasumi's whereabouts. And now, although it pains me to say this, I have to insist that you two die right here.
You're taking us on by yourself? You sure got a big pair on you, pal.
You have to... So what? Is this Seizo guy gonna kill Fu? I mean, he seems more dangerous than this unknown guy here. The whole...
His daughter was trying to find him.
They know she was trying to find him, and they let her free to do so.
It's so unfortunate. Life is such a bitch sometimes. You go and make a really long journey, only to have the whole thing blow up in your face as you reach your final destination. You see, I want him to have a good taste of what that feeling is like. I want him to know exactly how we feel.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying, you're standing in your grave.
See? What if I watched this last time? And all along, they knew she was looking for him. She didn't keep a really good profile, low profile. I mean, why would she think to keep a low profile when she doesn't know anything about him? Last episode of the two, so then what's the last episode? If you're looking for Seizo's daughter, she's got to the other. This guy's looking at her like freaking daughter of the guy we all hate.
Well, this'll be fun.
I love how they decided to do that. It's like I was tricked too, so it's going up. Disappears. His thing's just been done the entire time. I've seen a gif of like this. I've actually used it too.
Interesting. You utilize erratic movements that prevent anyone from predicting them.
Huh?
By relying solely upon instinct and reflex, you involuntarily reveal your limitations to your enemy.
Quit talking to me like you're all hot shit!
He ain't wrong though.
I would very like to see your Mujushin Kenjutsu style. Show me the student able to take down Enshiro Maria.
How is it that you know about that?
Man knows everything, okay? Ugh. And Shiro Maria. Everyone is so acclaimed in this.
I see. You're with the Shogunate.
Shogunate? This. Oi, oi, oi. Some sharp, clean, very well maintained after they've killed a lot of people with it.
You're toast.
How did they end up down there, anyways?
Who the hell wants me now?
Oh, so that guy's not with the.
Got the girl.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me go back.
We got the girl.
Come to the church, the one on the island. Bye-bye.
Go.
Huh?
Go on. I'll handle this.
You know, I don't really want to think about stuff like that right now.
I ain't dumb. I got eyes. I got a brain.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
I think
Take care of
you
food.
should go. Take care of food like you gonna die or something. Don't.
Just don't let him kill you. You and me got unfinished business.
The boat comes in on time. Sick
Yes, sir.
guy just came back. I'm smiling at him. They'll die. Sorry. Where did the lady tell her to go again? She really gonna find him on a
I
boat?
hope we can find. Fate is a fascinating thing. If you hadn't killed Maria, the Mushu style would be something that I alone am the master of.
So then, you're Kagetoki Karya.
Kagetoki.
You want to turn Mujushin Kenjutsu into a band of assassins? You're asking me to walk a path of darkness.
No, I am not. But this is the
No, I
only
am not.
choice I have. There's no dishonor in serving Master Karya. In fact, it's the same as serving the shogunate itself.
You're wrong. If you do this, it'll no longer be a martial art.
Please, Jean, endure this.
So then, you were the...
Indeed I was.
You're ordering me to kill my own pupil? But he's the one I am planning to pass my dojo on to. You cannot ask me to do this.
Oh, forced to kill him. Okay, I guess. Like this. Eugene's swift with it. And then he realizes.
Your skills have grown well, Jean. Master.
He died pretty quick, no last words. I mean,
Regardless of the past,
I'd like to see what
his
the hand of God is
realization.
all about.
Master?
Gladly.
Oh, Gene.
I've
So
been sitting
misunderstood.
idle now for far longer than I would have liked. Now, for far longer than I
All about.
gladly. I've been sitting idle now for far longer than I would have liked.
Can you just be a little rusty? Have a little disadvantage?
I want to kill him so bad. And there he is, right there under my nose, and it's driving me crazy! I don't think I can stop myself. I can't. I just can't wait.
The amount of people that just want to kill Mugen.
For what purpose would a man like you stoop to becoming the shogunate's dog?
Lapdog.
You really think that a man can live by his sword skills alone in this day and age? However, I am far from being any man's puppet. They think they have used me, but it is I who have used them.
What's the Goku style of yours not working? Doesn't work so well in tight spots, does it?
Nothing to throw around, nothing to, no dust, no beams. I don't know what's in those buckets, but those containers. Ooh, that was a nice picture. I'll just grab that.
Your skills are almost on par with my own. It will be by a razor-thin margin, but you will lose.
At least he gave you that little razor thin margin scale. Apparently this guy's a fish. Apparently they're both fishes. How do you move so swift underwater? Okay. Well, at least he's done and dealt with. Supposed to wait till they reach the church, but then there's already other enemies there. I hate stuff like this. You don't know who's gonna get the blood first. I swear, I didn't know how this ends. And if Gene's dead, he can't be. This is like, this is part 1, part 2. Part 2's done, and then you know what? Doesn't even matter. This is just. I forgot how you.
A samurai who smells of sunflowers? Sunflowers don't have a scent. So wouldn't that mean that this samurai you're searching for doesn't even exist?
Gang!
No, you're wrong.
Merchants that have a scent. So wouldn't that mean that this samurai you're
I was always
searching
wondering
for
what these sunflowers smell
doesn't
like. I've
even
never
exist?
seen them, so I couldn't really
No,
say
you're wrong.
anything about it.
I know you're wrong.
So why was it him in the end?
Mugen's the worst. The last thing he'd care about is saving a hostage.
Oh, really? You don't say.
Say.
Well, if that's true, then I may as well kill the hostage right now.
Right now, Mugen. Mugen.
Sorry, buddy. Time to give her back now. So who the hell are you people?
Don't play dumb with me.
Huh?
Before we met, my brothers and I were well known around the Satsuma area. But that all changed. We happened to be in charge of a raw sugar ship. Maybe you remember that night when you and Mukuro robbed it.
Sent his ass
So
to the
a
bottom
whole
of the-
misunderstanding of who these guys were. Completely irrelevant to the story.
You bastard!
Not irrelevant. I mean, they have her as a hostage. They could kill her and influence the story
Whether this little girl
greatly.
lives or dies,
But
doesn't mean a damn
irrelevant
thing to either one of us.
personally.
Shut up.
Personally, by there. I shouldn't explain things.
Look, I'll put...
We'll do it then.
Because he knows they wouldn't hesitate.
But Mugen.
Get. Look at him.
Get outta
This
here.
isn't normal Mugen behavior.
Gotta go-
Mugen. I can't leave you.
Don't give me that crap. Listen to me. I'm gonna be pissed off if we came all this way for nothing. Get lost.
I can't. What if they...
I ain't gonna die. Have some faith in me, will you? Beat it. Go on.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I said go!
Oopsie! Did I cut a little too deeply that time?
This guy's not funny.
Don't.
When I see man on the ship, I'm like, the boat. I mean, little shack. Listen, have a shriveled up old man in there. What is this? Where is the opening? Last episode. Now this is real last episode. So why did I say last episode? Last episode. Ugh.
Don't give up on me.
And it just
Shit.
grab your sword like I did. It's the last episodes always make me so scared. I don't want to part ways with Samurai Champloo.
I think it's about time you learned how we felt when we were forced to live in disgrace.
Girl, if you don't kick that door down.
Who's there?
I'm looking for Seizo Kasumi. Is that
If he says,
I'm afraid not.
Please, sir. I came here to see someone. I've traveled a long way, and I've gone through so much to find him.
I wouldn't have believed it. Could it be?
Huh?
Wait here a moment.
I feel like I knew they were gonna break his arm or something because the way he did his brother's leg.
I'd never forgive myself if I allowed you to die so easily. Because there's a lesson that I want you to learn. I feel I have a responsibility to teach you how it feels to be disgraced and then to have to go on living.
When it comes to living with disgrace, I wrote the book. There ain't a damn thing a
I was
loser
thinking
like
that.
you could ever teach me.
Drag that out. He's too weak. Okay.
Oh, now that was dirty! Keeping that little dagger hidden away like that wasn't fair, was it?
I don't know. See, I've always thought of it as my ace in the hole.
No, don't. It's all right. If she wants to see me, send her in.
Seems old enough to be her dad. That old man, I knew he couldn't have been. I don't know why she even thought. But if it is her dad, he's down to say what her mama did. Wait.
See very much these days.
His daughter.
His name is Seizo.
I met him now. I wouldn't
'Cause-
accept any excuses. I won't forgive him as long as I live.
They say Seizo Kazumi.
I
Seizo.
met him now. I wouldn't accept any excuses.
Don't tell me, cause she's Fu. And I read the ending credits. Her name's Fu Kasumi, which means they. I mean, oh, and I'm doubting we're at the last minute. They're the same last name, unless I don't know how common last names are. Here, yeah, I got confused. She said
Looking for Seizo Kasumi.
Seizo Kasumi, Seizo Kasumi. Ooh.
I'm afraid not.
And that's her last name. Wow.
This is no place
Wow.
for a young lady.
Have me doubting in them. It's just between. It's there. It's there. Look at you dying here in front of me.
This isn't fair. I can't do anything to you now. Not if you're like this.
Why didn't I think of the last names? Maybe it's the way they pronounce it. I'm just used to Kasumi, like being pronounced as Kasumi or whatever. Like Kasumi, like a name, like a first name. I've never heard his last name. I never heard it pronounced like that. Whatever. It's a fast dropping tear. Tears. I mean, if it's a lot of crying going on. His whole like right side is left side.
Who are you?
He's gonna kill him. Where else would he be here? They knew she was looking for him and used her to find him.
Wait!
Don't.
Let go!
I didn't have this entire thing, this fight wouldn't be this long. And he controls it really well. It's a really long chain.
I am Guard Captain Kagetogi Kariya. I have come here under order of the Shogun to take your life.
Well then,
What took
do
you
what
long?
you have to. I'm as good as dead already.
Do you have any last words before you die?
Fu, I have no right to ask forgiveness. I don't deserve it. But you should know, not a single day has passed when I have not thought of you and your mother. Please forgive me.
Did he behead him? That is what he's like a.
Damn it! Come out and fight!
He just like unholding this guy. Their fight is really damn loud.
I have fulfilled my first order. I must now eliminate Kasumi's family members and retainers.
You two, you're a retainer, run, man! Oh, he's trying to block the way for Fu. This guy's so heartless. You said you're not working for, you're not a lapdog. You're using them, so why?
Well, that hurt like a son of a bitch, didn't it? I've had enough of this shit. So you want to play hide and seek, huh?
That thing needs to get stuck somewhere. I feel like that's the only way he'll be able to take him. He needs to get stuck. He needs to lose it. Like, he can't get close. Because, you know.
Found ya!
You can't even.
You die!
It's gonna. I think he's pitying him. 1, 2. That's how it would work for us.
You're pissing me off!
Finally, but damn, it's crazy. His same thing his behead people just took. It just killed him. He can't protect you, CD. I'm sorry. He can't even use his arm.
I'm grateful you selected this location. You've chosen well.
She didn't select the location, you psychopath. She's trying to run from you. I don't know why she chose the top of a cliff, though. She gonna jump. Watch his little smirk. Oh my. Do they all die at the end? Jin's presumably dead. Or he dropped in a water cutout. I don't think that guy would leave him alive. He's gonna kill Fu right now. She can't do nothing about it because this guy's out of action right now. And then this guy gets shot. How did he roll down here? If you don't throw something, just end it. I just said he wouldn't leave him alive, and you did a bad job. Who do you... Amateur, you're weak. I mean, you're rusty. You're rusty. The music with his... He had that much here? Pulling an Ichigo.
For my entire life, I've chosen to fight for no one but myself. My dedication and my study of the sword was for no one but myself. Until now.
This is the last lesson I have to teach you. It is the only means in which to kill your opponent. When you have no hope of victory, it is not likely you will survive. But it is possible that you will take him with you.
Oh, I don't want no one to be taken with no one. Can we just have a good ending? He could keep firing. Hopefully he only had one. Oh, why would he only have one? Watch him.
You bastard.
I can't believe you opened yourself up for my attack.
Again? They gonna take you this time.
I can't move my body.
They gonna take you this time.
Looks like I finally bought it. It's been sweet.
I have a whole different perspective, like, with this last episode, these last 3 episodes. They take it. He's still. I mean, not that I want him to live. He saw them 3 times. He's someone's favorite.
You. I thought you were the angel of death for a minute there.
So is Jin fine?
Dumb broad. What about the Sunflower Samurai? Did you finally meet him?
Yeah, but he did.
You did, huh?
They're all alive, and they killed that other guy. Hopefully.
Promise is a promise. And you and I have some unfinished business to take care of.
You're right for once.
What promise? Not fighting. Oh, breaking their swords? That's like, oh, what's going on?
We really suck.
Okay. They were really serious. Cared them, nursed them back to health.
Seizo wanted to bring you and your mother with him,
You didn't die?
but he needed to separate himself to keep the shogunate's Christian hounds from coming after you as well.
He had a
That is
big
why you
burden to
followed
carry.
I could be wrong, but this doesn't seem like hell.
At least they know they're going there.
Whenever I met somebody who was tougher than me, I couldn't rest until I killed the guy. For some reason, I don't know. I just don't feel like killing you at all.
I too feel as if I finally found what I've been searching for all this time.
A family? You guys like a whole
I
family?
have been alone my entire life. You two are my first friends.
Friends. I was expecting the worst. It's funny when I have all these like stuff. Oh my god, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if he's not her with that? All the dumb stuff I'm saying.
later.
And then
Until we meet again.
until we meet again.
Guys, there's something I haven't told you.
Wait, let me finish my thought first. It's funny when I say all these things and it's like a completely different outcome. But like, I'm not mad. It's like, it's funny
later.
that
Until we meet again.
whatever I predict doesn't happen. It's like, I like this ending. I just thought they're gonna die.
Such as?
You remember back when we started this trip, we made a little bet. The thing is, it actually came up heads.
Say what?
You're kidding.
That's all.
The whole thing was a trick.
Why did we even make this trip? You remember?
Later, guys. See you around.
So where they going now? Now I understand why people like, oh, if you haven't watched Samurai Champloo, it's like there's some weird episodes, like the last 2. Still enjoyable, but weird, and it's like, how will this enemy resolve itself? It's so good. I think it can get a solid 10 for me. I usually only update my anime list when I'm finished in anime, and I would give this 10. I'm going to give this 10. Okay, I need to gather my thoughts before I make a final statement. Whatever, before I make my final words about Samurai Champloo. 1, was good as hell. It's getting a 10 out of 10. And rewatch value? I was thinking of like rewatch value. What would I give a rewatch value? I never really thought of that, but rewatch value, probably like an 8 out of 10. I don't know. I really don't rewatch anime anyways, or anything in general, unless I'm watching it with someone. So if I were to ever show anyone some of this, then I definitely would rewatch it. So I guess rewatch value would differ on like if I'm watching with someone. This is a really fitting ending. I thought they were all gonna die, and I feel like the fact that it made it seem like that, and then in the grand ending it wasn't, makes it even more better, because I lost all hope and I thought they were gonna die, and in the end they all survived. They went their separate ways, but they're gonna meet up again. They're friends. Like, they're just family. That he said friends, but you know, friends always means family. If they're really close, like, they're definitely close. Who met her father, which I really didn't believe was real. I mean, I knew he was real, but I don't know what. He was an entirely different character than I guess she believed who he was, or we were supposed to believe who he was. Like, he wasn't just a random guy that abandoned her. He had his reasons, and had a lot on his shoulder as well from separating from her and Fu and her mother. Like, I'm on my anime list right now, and I gave it a 10, but there's a lot of like different reviews. Like, I'll stick with mine, and it's like it's really interesting reading how people thought about it as well. Apparently, Samurai Champloo gets heavily compared to Cowboy Bebop. You know, there's no point of going into like a long summary of how I liked it. When I say I liked it, I feel like I should explain more of how I felt. I'd be like, whew, sorry. Now I really want to watch Cowboy Bebop, because reading all these reviews on my anime list, people say that the two get compared a lot, and that even though Samurai Champloo is great, Cowboy Bebop has the better story. I know nothing about Cowboy Bebop, like I knew nothing about Samurai Champloo, so I can't really like put my 2 cents on nothing. So I really want to watch that and see for myself. Now that I watched Samurai Champloo, I need to watch that one. I'm not saying I'm trying to compare two different material, but I just want to like see, have my own input. I'm not going to compare like negatively, maybe, but all I know is Samurai Champloo is really great for me, like really good. And if Cowboy Bebop is really good, they can both be good side by side simultaneously. I'm not gonna like, well, I mean, one would have to be better. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I just want to see if these people's reviews not necessarily are true, because everyone has their own take, input, feelings, whatever, preferences. I just want to see. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm sad I won't be watching this no more. It's not on Netflix, is it? I don't think it is. Because if it was, then I'd definitely watch it with my mom. I think she'd enjoy it. I'm not used to like saying final words about the anime I'm watching, because I haven't really finished much on my channel. Most of them are ongoing and are gonna come back, so really this is the first thing I'm finishing and not gonna look back at. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so this is my first time doing something like, oh, goodbye anime, never gonna see you again. Hopefully, and I think I did mention everything I needed to about Samurai Champloo. Hopefully I freaking did, because literally when I'm editing it, I might think of something I wanted to say, which always happens, so check the description. Maybe I'll have something to say, maybe I won't, but I usually put my thoughts in the description if I didn't say what I wanted to say in the video. Hopefully that's not the case, and yeah. And I'm really glad I decided to wait and watch these 3 episodes in this video instead of watching episode 24 in the last video, because I would have ruined the overall experience, and I would have probably definitely forgotten something for episode 24 that I needed to remember for these 2 episodes, because as you can probably tell, I don't have a good memory. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. I got some thinking to do, whether I should spin the wheel again or go straight to watching Cowboy Bebop for next new reaction. I want to watch that. I feel like I should watch it after this, you know, so I could do whatever I wanted to do, like the compare, contrast, or have my own thoughts on the 2. See which one actually is better. Not that, like, whatever. I just want to see. So I'm going to think if I should watch that right after this, or spin the wheel and then watch that a random different time. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you got this far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.